Hi all, I wanted to make a quick video in my 2 indicator series. Before I begin, I would like to mention that this is an educational channel. All content over here is for the sake of education. Kindly read the disclaimer you see on the screen and in the description below. With that said, let's proceed. So I'll straight away first show you why I went about looking for a particular indicator and what led me to this particular 2 indicator setup. All right. So a couple of weeks back, Dhan, the Indian trading platform called Dhan, had introduced a couple of indicators, a couple of new features, and a couple of new indicators. Among those indicators was an indicator called this zero lag EMA version 2. All right. So on this page, I've got this zero lag EMA version 2 active. Now, this zero lag version 2 basically is an EMA. I don't even know it states length 30, but that is not the important thing. The problem is when you try and go and replicate it using SMA, SMMA or EMA, you will find that the closest match is EMA 13. All right, so whatever algorithm Dhan is running, it does not matter. All right, if you want a similar indicator by using some simple moving averages, the closest match you will get is EMA 13. I can just show it to you. This chart is 5 minutes. I'll introduce an EMA over here. EMA, a normal EMA. It's got an exponent. The zero lag is the yellow line, and this EMA, I'll make it white line. I'll make this white. And I'll increase the color strength, and I'll say make this 13. So you see, this is the closest match you can get to the zero lag indicator that has been made by Dhan. Whatever logic and coding they're using, I don't know. I just wanted to find the closest match, and after trying multiple simple moving averages, smoothed moving averages and everything, the closest match I found was EMA 13. All right, so that is the brief history on why I'm currently interested in EMA 13, because the zero lag I have been using in charts for some time, especially for crude oil, and you see, I grabbed this up move when it was happening. Anyways, and even in my index trading, I've started using that zero lag indicator introduced by Dhan. So I didn't want to give up my CMEMA trend bars. Who are the people who are familiar with my channel, they know I'm very fond of the indicator called CMEMA trend bars, and that by default works at EMA 34. So I somehow wanted to find two EMAs which will work like one, and it will work as CMEMA trend bars. After many days of searching, I realized the same author who created CMEMA trend bars has also created an indicator which is two CMEMA trend bars working at the same time. It just took me many days to realize. So if you see, if I type CM, this is CMEMA trend bars by Chris Moody. All right, it's got 10K saved as favorites. But if I type in underscore CM, then this CM double EMA trend bar comes by Chris Moody, which has been saved 2.8 times as favorite. This is nothing but CMEMA trend bars working with two moving averages. And apart from that, all the details are same. I've just thinned out the lines a little bit. Let me thicken it up for the sake of this demo, so that it's more visible to you. But it's the same thing that I use normally, and I don't use this fill and all. I don't want to use, and these are at the bottom are unticked. So I've just thickened the line so that you can see it properly. I'm using same colors, green and purple on both. Okay, and I've got my normal 34 over here. That is the CMEMA trend bar normal setting. And the new one that I'm using, that's the second EMA trend bar, I'm using at 13. So now what do I have? I have got something which is very close to the zero lag indicator from Dhan and my normal CM EMA trend bars, and they are both working, changing colors along with the trend. All right, I couldn't have asked for anything more, and this is the best. I'll leave the name of the indicator and the author in the comment section so that you have no difficulty finding it. All right, now apart from that, this chart will look like this in 5 minutes. This is nothing but bank nifty today. Now today is not a great example to demonstrate indicators, because today was mostly a sideways kind of a day. If you watch Nifty, it didn't even come out of the first 15-minute candle high and low. Look at it. This is the first 15-minute candle high and low, and it has spent the entire day within that. Same Sensex has done the same thing. It did not even, it made an attempt over here, but quickly failed, and then it spent the entire day within the first 15 minutes candle high and low. And since I focus primarily on Nifty and Sensex, it was like a still day for me. All right, I didn't trade much in indices. I made a trade in Sensex, made a little bit of money. Then in the evening I traded crude oil a little bit, made a little bit of money, and after that, now that I have free time, I'm making this video. All right, so I'm using the zero lag indicator by Dhan normally, and to replicate that, it's nothing but EMA 13 that I need to use. And I've now got an indicator where I can use CM, EMA, trend bars, EMA 34 and EMA 13 working together exactly the way I wanted. The advantage of using 13 is the fact nowadays the movements that are happening is little bit. It moves a lot initially, and then whole day it goes off sideways. In this kind of a market, especially if you want to grab a moment, two indicator setup will work out beautifully, because the EMA 13 will catch the trend shift earlier before the EMA 34. CMEMA trend bars is a great indicator when there's a lot of volatility throughout the day, but if the market is not moving too much, then EMA 13 is great. All right, you can also disable one if you want. So if you just want to use EMA 34, just say 0, and oh, you can't. It should work with 0. Let me just see. I don't think it'll work with 0. If it does not work with 0, then you just, okay, it does not work with 0. So what do? You make 13, 13. It'll overlap each other. Finish. It'll look like this, but it's not changing color. Oh yeah, you don't need to do that. You can just disable the long over here and keep this at 34. And now you only have the short one showing. The short one is the short is 13 and the long is 34. If you want only to see the short, here you have that. If you want only to see the long, this is how it looks. If you want to see both, this is how it look. All right, the 13 will catch the trend shift first, and then the 34 will catch it. All right, now apart from this indicator, I'm also using one more indicator which is very important in my view. It is the first 15-minute candle high and low. I've been searching for this indicator for a long time. Finally, I found an indicator that works exactly the way I want it. The other beautiful thing about this is I generally use session break in my pages, because I want to know where the day starts and ends. So you see, the moment I create session break, this line comes up and tells me the day starts over here. But lately I've stopped using that. I'll tell you the reason. The reason is, if I have my page set up with this 15-minute candle high and low, it'll automatically, even though I'm using the 5 minutes time frame, it'll automatically calculate it from the time the day is starting, because over here I have mentioned it, this by default comes with 9:30. I have made it 9:15 because that is our starting time. So 9:15 over here, I have made the high line this bluish color, low line this bluish color. I can thinner it. I can make it more thick if I want. It becomes more thick. You see, the maximum thickness it can go to is 5. I generally keep it at 2. So that's my setting, and this is how it looks. I don't use the middle line. If you want, you can use a middle line also. I don't need it, so I don't use it. I generally try and avoid trading in the 15-minute high and low zone. If I don't get a trade, I don't get a trade. That's well and good, but I will not take a trade unnecessarily if I don't get it. All right. So last 2-3 days has been a little tricky. This whole month for me is going well. The only problem is I'm limiting my trades and I'm making small profits and I'm not taking unnecessary trades, and that's the mantra. All right. Once in the morning you take a trade, you make money, you're out of the market, then you sit and do whatever else you want. Look at the market. Is better actually if you don't look also. Because if you start trading again and again, then the money it has given you, it will take it back from you. All right. So one trade a day is the ideal thing to do. If you have made a first trade as a small loss, then you can try a second time to recover it or try to make some money. But if you fail both the times, then you're better off just shutting the system and walking off for that day. That day is not for you. If you go on trading, then you'll go on losing, and then you'll have a lot of charges, brokerage and government charges, SST, stamp duty, all that will start multiplying. So the ideal thing is 1 or 2 trades a day, and that's it. You're done. If the first trade is profitable, then avoid trading. Why do you want to keep challenging your luck again and again? All right. So if you are on the free version, and generally most of my subscribers I think are on the free version of TradingView, that's why I try to give out only 2 indicators. If I had the option, and if you're on the paid version, you can use one more indicator, which is the indicator that it's hardly visible over here. It's the market day open indicator, which I find very useful. Now today's day open is very close to, you can see this yellow line coming up. Let me show you in crude. Okay, crude, see, opened over here. Currently the market is over here. Oh no, crude opened over here. All right. And this crude opens at 9 o'clock. Since I've got my setup at 9:15, it's showing a little later, but the day line has caught exactly where the day is opened. So this day line indicator is very useful. I use it most of the time, and my saying is simple: if the candles are below the day line open, market is bearish. If the candles are above the day line open, the market is bullish. So this is an optional indicator, but if you're restricted to 2, then you don't need this. Only use this first candle high and low, and use this EMA trend bars now with 2 moving averages. One of them is 13 and one of them is the default 34. 13, I've just given you the logic why I'm using 13, because I'm impressed by the 0 lag moving average in Dhan. So I'm trying to replicate that, and the best way to replicate that is by making by using EMA 34, and with EMA trend bars I also get the color shift. So when the trend is up, I get green, and the trend is down, I get purple. Now, by the way, I think this particular one has got one option missing. That is, you can't the bar colors option is missing on this, which in the default CMEM trend bars you can even color the bars. That particular option, this 2 EMA is missing, but that is fine. I mean, I generally don't use it anyways. People who are familiar with CMEM trend bars will know what I'm talking about. All right. So I'll restrict this particular video to only these 2 indicators. Use this, guys. Use it the way I'm using. I'm on the 5 minutes time frame. I still use the first 15-minute high and low, because this indicator is great. Even if I go down to 3 minutes time frame, it will still show me the first 15-minute high and low. All right. Only if I go above 15 minutes, it will stop showing me. But from 15 minutes onwards, and when I come lower, even if I use 10, 5, 3, 2, and even 1, it will keep showing me the 15-minute high and low. All right. So that way, this indicator is great. No matter what time frame you're using, below 15 minutes, it will show you the 15-minute candle high and low. So today, as you can see, if I shift down to 3 minutes, it becomes a little more understandable for me. I don't need to use the sessions break, because I know that the day is starting over here. At the start of the day, this line, you have to actually wait 15 minutes first. As soon as 15 minutes is done, this 2 lines will start forming. Not start forming, they will form, and it will start showing you the first 15-minute high and low. Does not matter which time frame you are in below 15 minutes, that will come up. Use it. You will get to know what I'm talking about. It's very useful. Now, my general advice would be avoid trading in this zone when the candles are within the 15 minutes area. If it breaks up, that means it's a breakout happening. If it breaks down, that means it's a breakdown happening. Try to take the trade on the way up or on the way down outside this 15 minutes area, because this will be the congestion zone. Like I can show you in Nifty, you see it's a congested area and it just refuses to come out today from the zone. Bad thing, bad. It's a bad idea to trade Nifty today. And same is the story with Sensex. It's congested. No use taking that trade. But Bank Nifty came out and it gave this drop. Now this drop, if you were at the right, this is a 335 point drop. If you would have been in the money, it would have given you about 300 points or somewhere close to that. But you see, the trade was only worth taking once it came out of the range and started going down. All right. On that note, guys, I hope you find these two indicators extremely useful. It's a very simple setup. And I would want to end the video over here. Thank you so much for watching. If you're already a subscriber, consider becoming a member on the channel by clicking on the join button. It's only 89 rupees a month and it's a growing community. If you're an international viewer, then it's close to $1 a month. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, then please subscribe to the channel. Share this video with your family and friends. Give our videos a like. Click on that like button. It motivates us to make more videos for you. Also subscribe to our free Telegram channel. The link is given in the description in all our videos. Members have access to our WhatsApp channel and buy all your Amazon products from our Amazon affiliate link given in the description below. You don't pay anything extra, but we make a small commission every time you make a purchase from our Amazon affiliate link. All right. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.